I think the SEC has a too big to fail policy.
So I do so kind of agree with you, because I think a lot of people with, when Hinman came out and said that present day sales of Ether are not sales of securities, there was so much relief because all these ERC20 tokens, all these things that have been built on the Ethereum blockchain would have been, people would have lost a lot more money.
Overwhelming majority of assets in the world are expressed in US dollars, so the introduction of the new digital currency is going to take time to influence the de-dollarization of the global economy at a large scale. The writings on the wall, the world is changing. There will be a new reserve currency, settlement currency, different ways of finance all this trade to avoid all the frictions, not only sanctions, just general friction, all of those problems.
And you haven't said that many nice things along the way, but all of a sudden you flip the switch of the narrative and say you got sources that XRP is going to be good. Now, hey, I'd feel comfortable too if they were my sources, especially if I vetted them. But the question is, why should the viewers feel more comfortable with believing sources over hard evidence?
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub, Vince in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades and buckle up, because the future's extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today up 1.1% in the past 24 hours, 959 billion. We got XRP in the number 6 spot, 46.5 cents, up about 4.1% in the past 24. We got BTC right around 19,200, ETH right around 1,300, and we got Stellar XLM in the number 27 spot, 11 cents, up about 0.5% in the past 24. Bitso, the largest Ripple partner in the region, XRP takes up 67% of Bitso's total trading volume. According to the Nomics portal, the exchange has a total turnover of 28 million, or 19.8 million is occupied by the standard XRP. Main XRP ambassador in Latin America, doubles the user base in a year. They know what's coming. Uphold named the fastest growing private company in San Francisco Bay Area in 2022. Shout out to Uphold for letting us load up on that XRP. Matt Hamilton says the XRP ledger does claim to be decentralized. That is literally the whole point of it. The fact there is no incentive to run validators is why it stayed much more decentralized than Bitcoin. Yes, it is a blockchain. You can Google all the basic stuff. Anthony Welfare, in this UCL CBT report, co-sponsored by Ripple, explore the ways that enterprises can use digital assets to drive competitive advantages, from stablecoins to tokenized intellectual property to supply chain goods and certified documents running on the XRP ledger. All roads lead to the bridge. Ripple argument: the widely held belief that XRP was not a security was reinforced when the U.S. Department of Justice, the DOJ, and FinCEN publicly described XRP as a virtual currency and required a Ripple subsidiary to register as a money service business. Money services business excludes a person registered with a functionality regulated or examined by the SEC, and that belief was further reinforced when also in 2015 the CFTC declared that the virtual currencies are commodities. Individually and together, those statements strongly suggest XRP was not a security. So what is the SEC really doing here? Who is the SEC really working for when in 2015 XRP was already deemed a currency? Probably because the SEC has a too big to fail policy. Gary Gensler, ETHgate. If Hinman would have came out and said Ether was a security, everyone holding ERC20 tokens would have lost a lot of money.
Ether, and the SEC has said fairly little about Ether in its early days.
I think there's an easier answer.
Yeah.
They're big. They're big.
They're big.
I think this is a clear too big. I think the SEC has a too big to fail policy.
So I do kind of agree with you, because I think a lot of people with, when Hinman came out and said that present day sales of Ether are not sales of securities, there was so much relief because all these ERC20 tokens, all these things that have been built on the Ethereum blockchain would have been, people would have lost a lot more money. right? If it had been said to have been securities.
James K. Philon, Ripple XRP, Spend the Bits has filed its application to file amicus brief. The application letter and proposed brief are below. Welcome to the party. Darren Moore, Fame 21 More. There's a growing trend of moving away from dollarization around the world. The BRICS payment system is using distributed ledger technology to split the financial system into two parts.
Overwhelming majority of assets in the world are expressed in US dollars, so the introduction of the new digital currency is going to take time to influence the de-dollarization of the global economy at a large scale. Fiscal policy coordination is going to be extremely tough within these 5 nations, and the creation of CBDC and the extensive use of BRICS Pay that we're going to see, the joint efforts on research on blockchain technology, they are the pillars that are going to help help eventually BRICS reach a stage where they can have a region unified currency. But I believe it's going to be starting with intra-BRICS trade. So we're going to see the initial form of BRICS currency, if it gets formed, as somewhat like a special drawing right rather than a euro unified currency.
Shout out to Nick Bougalis. He says all good things come to an end. He says my decade-long journey at Ripple has been a fantastic, if exhausting and all-consuming one. I got to work on a project that I love towards a goal I believe in, but that journey will be coming to an end in a few weeks. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to work alongside and learn from Joel Katz, Arthur Brito, my teammates on the C++ team, past and present, and so many others at Ripple. And what of the XRP ledger? Its long-term health and success isn't predicated on any one person. I'm confident that it'll be just fine thanks to the talented and passionate individuals who contribute and participate each in their own way. Leaving Ripple wasn't an easy decision, but it's the right one for me. To my fellow Ripplers, I wish you unbridled success. As for what's next, I'll talk about it when it's time, but I am not joining another blockchain project company, nor am I doing NFTs or DeFi. Shout out to Nick Bougalis. I hope you're still holding that fat bag of XRP. Revelers NFTs, not just a PFP, wanted to make Revelers relatable, diverse, and culturally embracing. In the future, Revelers will translate to metaverse characters, your digital ID with endless IP potential. Reveler is not just for staking. Watch us build. We got a giveaway here. xSpectar says, look at that Viking. Another cool cross-project giveaway. Sign up to win some cool prizes. XLIST teamed up with xSpectar for an amazing prize giveaway. 3 winners, 3 will win 888 xSpectar tokens and 3 will win 1,730 XLIST tokens. Follow xSpectar, XLIST Coin, like, retweet, tag 3 friends. Draw in 72 hours. We got Darren Moore one more time. A new settlement currency is on the horizon, and it will reduce the friction between different institutions. The writings are on the wall. XRP
is what I would say. To conclude, I think the writings on the wall. The world is changing. There will be a new reserve currency, settlement currency, different ways of finance all this trade to avoid all the frictions, not only sanction, just general friction, all of those problems. And we could use the technology to address this issue in a unified way. And that's the kind of approach I think I would say a better way of succeed rather than using old existing infrastructure and design, just make it regional. So
I have a feeling XRP holders are going to get rich around the same time everything else goes to shit. It's going to be bittersweet, kind of like the Big Short. And taking a look at the cryptocurrency all-time high list here, you can see most of the cryptocurrencies are down 70 to 80 to 90%. XRP 86.27% down. Well over 4 years, coming up on 5 years since XRP hit a new all-time high. But remember what you hold. Keep your eye on the prize. XRP is the superior technology, faster, cheaper, more efficient, eco-friendly. No middleman snatching up the fees, no incentives, more decentralized over time, and XRP and the Ripple net continue to grow year over year despite all the FUD, despite the SEC stifling American innovation. Where will you be when those bags finally lift off, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, another 4 years, 5 years? The longer it takes, the more we get. And checking out Amazon here, the historical chart here from the beginning here, you can see Amazon from 1997 really didn't do nothing for 10 years. But then all of a sudden, the sleeping giant started to wake up and started to take off and melt off faces. Where will you be when the second standard of the internet comes, the internet of value, XRP? We're just getting started. As Ripple clocks 10 years, Ripple VP makes exciting prediction. Also, even with the SEC stifling the XRP ledger, on-demand liquidity continues to grow as volume increased nearly 8x year-over-year growth. In total, RippleNet saw a 15 billion annualized payment volume run rate, marking unrivaled growth as on-demand liquidity use cases continue to expand. More partnerships, more banks, more utility, more money being unlocked. Also, wait till XRP levels the playing fields, drains the swamps, and we get free from the corrupt system. BTC reached 1 trillion faster than any asset in history. Where will you be when the Phoenix rises to that top spot? We'll catch you at the tippy top. Follow the bridge to the pot of gold.
It's a bull run. Get your bags up in your rocket ships. We gon' blast up.
Once again, follow the bridge to the pot of gold, and shout out to the XRP Army, the strongest community in the crypto space.
Hit that quote tweet button and say, hey, big boy, mind addressing Mr. Intuitive's question? So here it is. Hey, big boy, no doubt in my mind you worked your ass off. No doubt you ignored the haters, even though you hated a little. And no doubt you helped usher in the education to the common folk of where this world's going. But here's the kicker. If the XRP community for years have been showing some hard evidence with documents, bank presentations, partnership after partnership, MoneyGram, Bank of America, SBI, R3, central bank after central bank, Brad at the table with the central bankers, talking to engineers for years. And you haven't said that many nice things along the way, but all of a sudden you flip the switch of the narrative and say you got sources that XRP is going to be good. Now, hey, I'd feel comfortable too if they were my sources, especially if I vetted them. But the question is, why should the viewers feel more comfortable with believing sources over hard evidence, especially if the narrative just flipped like that? So that's the question. Much respect, you're a king. You ain't the supreme king of the XRP community. I don't know who said that. I'd give that to Digital Asset Buy, Digital Perspective, XRP Bully, Anders L, XRP Boy, Extra Vod, XRP Shiz, Dusty, Alex Cobb, Bagman, and hey, it's Bearable Bull. There's no other way to say it.
Shout out to the entire XRP community, the entire XRP army who's been holding this thing down, loading up on those bags. If you have a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome to the new 1%. We are the change. We are the future. We'll see you when those rockets take flight up here at the tippy top. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button from the top rope, and we'll catch you up here, top floor, on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto goes.
It's the XRP army. We all heard the calling. You didn't hear it, no, not sorry. We on an island, please don't call me. It's the XRP army. We all heard the calling. You didn't hear it, no, not sorry. We on an island, please don't call me. The greatest coin ever created, the XRP army, and we all gon' make it. We don't hear no haters, adios.